Hello and welcome to this special time. My name is Rhonda and I'm a priest at Church of the Ascension in Ottawa. I'm glad you are with me today. Today is a special day. It's called Good Friday, but that's sort of a strange name because it's a day when we remember something very, very sad. We remember the day that Jesus died on a cross. So why do you think we call it good? Well, I think we call it good to help us remember that even though it's a sad day, it's also a day that is about love. And love is very, very good. In fact, love is the best thing of all. So now we are going to tell the story of Jesus' cross and the story of Jesus' love. Let's make a sign for love with our arms. Love. Did you ever notice that the sign for love is also the sign for a cross? That's because the story of the cross is the story of love. And to tell our story, we need to learn a song called Love is Stronger and learn some actions to go with it. I'll say the words once and do the actions, and then my friend Ode will sing and play it for us. Love is stronger than everything. Love is stronger than everything. Love is stronger. Love is stronger. Love is stronger than everything. Now let's sing it. Love is stronger than everything. Love is stronger than everything. Love is stronger. Love is stronger. Love is stronger than everything. So now that we know our song, let's begin our story. It's the night before Jesus will die. He and his friends are having dinner together. Jesus really liked dinner parties, but this one was a little different. Everyone knew that Jesus was in trouble and that the people in charge of the city and of the temple wanted to arrest him and that they might even kill him. So that night, at their last supper together, Jesus gives his friends a very special gift. He takes a loaf of bread and a cup of wine, and he thanks God for them. And then he tells his friends that this bread is his body and that this wine is his blood. And he gives his body and his blood to them. He gives his friends his life. He tells them to always remember him by eating bread and drinking wine together so that they would always have him with them. And at the end of supper, Jesus and the disciples sang a song together and went to a garden to pray. Let's sing our song now. Love is stronger than everything. Love is stronger than everything. Love is stronger. Love is stronger. Love is stronger than everything. Now let's go to the garden with Jesus and the disciples. When Jesus got to the garden, he began to pray. He was very scared about what was going to happen. He was so scared that he cried. Have you ever been so scared that you cried? Can you show me Jesus crying? Jesus cried. Even when Jesus cries, Jesus keeps on loving, because love is stronger than tears. 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 Love is stronger. Love is stronger. Love is stronger than tears. While Jesus was praying and crying in the garden, one of Jesus' disciples, a man named Judas, brought soldiers to arrest him. They tied his hands together and they took him away. Jesus' friends who were with him were very scared. They did not want to be arrested too, and so they hid from the soldiers. We can hide behind our hands like the disciples hid. But even when the disciples hid, Jesus kept on loving, because love is stronger than fear. Love is stronger than fear. Let's sing our song with that sentence. Love is stronger than fear. Love is stronger than fear. Love is stronger. Love is stronger. Love is stronger than fear. The soldiers dragged Jesus away from the garden and brought him to the leader's house. One of Jesus' friends, Peter, followed them there, keeping a good distance away. But he wanted to know what was going to happen. So he waited outside in the courtyard, near a fire, to keep warm. The leaders found people who told lies about Jesus so they could get him in trouble, so they could put him on the cross and kill him. It was not fair, and it was not good. And while people were lying about Jesus inside the leader's house, Peter also told lies about Jesus in the courtyard. He told people he did not know who Jesus was, even though Jesus was his friend. But he was scared. Everybody lied about Jesus. But even when people lied, Jesus still loved them, because love is stronger than lies. 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 Love is stronger. Love is stronger. Love is stronger than lies. When the leaders were finished with Jesus, they sent him off with the soldiers. The soldiers hit Jesus and spat on him, and they put a crown made of thorns on his head to make fun of him. Lots of people laughed at Jesus, and then They made him carry the cross up to the place where they would kill him. It was a mean and a hateful thing to do. But even when the people were mean and hateful, Jesus kept on loving, because love is stronger than hate. 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 Love is stronger. Love is stronger. Love is stronger than hate. On the hill, the soldiers nailed Jesus to a cross. Some of Jesus' friends watched from a little ways away. Some people came and kept making fun of Jesus. Everyone waited for him to die. Even on the cross, even hurting and in pain, Jesus kept on loving. He prayed for the people who did these things to him and asked God to forgive them and to show them a better way. Because love is stronger than pain. Love is stronger than hate. Love is stronger than hate. Love is stronger. Love is stronger. Love is stronger than hate. Jesus was on the cross for some time, and now it's the middle of the day. But suddenly, the sun stops shining. The land is as dark as the middle of the night. Let's cover our eyes and feel the dark. Sometimes the dark is good when it's time to sleep and to be quiet. But sometimes the dark is scary when it's not supposed to be dark, when it makes us feel like we don't know what is happening. On that day, the dark didn't feel good. Jesus felt very alone. He shouted out, my God, why have you left me?" But even in the darkness, Jesus kept on loving, because love is stronger than darkness. 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 Love is stronger. Love is stronger. Love is stronger than darkness. Jesus dies. It is finished. Jesus' friends were very sad. They took Jesus' body from the cross and wrapped him in a cloth. They put his body in a dark cave and rolled a stone across the front to close it. Then they went home. this isn't the end of the story, even though it feels like it. I'm going to tell you something very important. Love is stronger than death. Love is stronger than death. Let's sing that quietly. Love is stronger than death. Love is stronger than death. Love is stronger. Love is stronger. Love is stronger than death. And if love is stronger than death, do you know what that means? Love is stronger than everything. Love is stronger than everything. Love is stronger. Love is stronger. Love is stronger than everything. It's time for us to go. But I want you to remember something very important. If love is stronger than death, then that means that love is stronger than everything. And even though this seems like the end of the story, remember I told you that it wasn't? Because in just a few days, on Easter Sunday, something amazing is going to happen. Jesus is going to come back to life and show us all that love is stronger than everything. So thank you for being with me today to tell this very special story about a sad day that is also good. Because the story of the cross is the story of love. Love is stronger than everything.